The next game we have on this episode is Vegas, or the Vegas the Dice game, which is the Target version, but it was a re-implementation or re-imaging of Las Vegas by, I believe, Ravensburger. Actually, I think both of them are published by Ravensburger.
Okay, and it's designed by Rüdiger Dorn. The artist is Harald, Lieske, and Markus Schmuck and Mia Sternberger. And it's published, I thought it said, yeah, I guess it's Ravensburger.
Yeah, I didn't see it in the rulebook or on the box, but I didn't see it immediately in the rulebook or on the box or on the bottom. But when I opened the rulebook, the very last thing, it said copyright Ravensburger. So, anyway, if you're not familiar with Las Vegas, the original version of this, I'm going to explain it to you. It's a very simple game. It's a very well-known game. And I guess recently Target had acquired the rights for 95 board games or so. I thought they were supposed to be unique. So I guess this may be considered unique because it's like a re-implementation of it. All you're basically doing is trying to win as much money over 4 rounds. There are 6 casinos on the table. Each one is representative to each side of a 6-sided die. So you have a casino 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Each player has 8 dice. And on your turn, you pick up your dice that you have left. You roll them. You have to choose one of the 6 sides to activate, basically. So if you choose 4, you take all your 4s that you rolled and you place them on the 4 casino. Then the next player will pick up their dice, roll them, etc., etc. I totally forgot about putting the money out there. Before the round starts, one person's going to feed out 1 card to each casino, which is a value of 10 to 90,000. And then if it does not have 50,000 or more, you put another card out there. So some of the casinos might have multiple cards. At the end of a round, after all the players have placed all their dice, so some people might end earlier than others, then you're going to take each casino and score them. Essentially, the person who has the most uncontested dice will get the highest card. So if blue had 4 dice at casino 1, they're going to get the highest card there. Like if it's a 70K, they would take that card. The next player who has the most untied dice will pick the second card, and so on. If anybody ever ties, those players are removed. They take their dice back. So if blue had 4, white and black had 3, and then green had 2, just because those 2 players had more than green, they actually cancel each other out. They remove their dice, and green would get the second card. You do that 4 times. Whoever has the most money wins. The only variance that is in, I believe, this version of the game is if you're not playing 5 players, you can use the dice that aren't used. You give 2 to each player, and they're like neutral dice.
That's all divided depending on player count.
Well, yeah, I think each player just gets 2, I believe.
Depending on player count. Like with 2 players, each will get 4 dice. 3 players, each will get 2 dice.
Oh, I didn't see that in there, but maybe so. Either way, players get neutral dice. They place those out in the same way. If you place your 4s and you've got 1 neutral dice that's a 4 and 2 of your color dice that's a 4, you have to place all 3 of them. They act like a player that's not in the game. They can win cards that just get discarded. Otherwise, it's the same. And that's it. That's pretty much the rules. And it does come in, I'm going to start off by the most annoying box ever. It's a dice-shaped box that's a square. Stop it.
Yes. I would say the only thing worse than that is the tins.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not a big fan of tins either.
Yeah.
So, Eric, what do you think about this one?
Oh, yeah, I liked it quite a bit. It's a great game. It's filler level, easy to teach. I would say good with families, people that are non-gamers. Yeah, you can throw this at them. I think they would have a good time. I do believe even at 5 players, if you can find more dice to incorporate that dummy player, so I think it adds a lot to the game.
Yeah, I think so.
So I would either like play it 2 to 4, or with 5 if you can scrounge some other dice up.
Yeah, I agree. What about you, Matt?
I mean, it is a short and sweet game, so there's not a whole lot you can say about it. I would prefer to play it with the dummy dice, though. I think that adds a little bit more strategy to it. Especially, I like all the decision making you have to make. It's like, you roll these groups of dice, and it's like, man, I'd really like to take that area over, and I'll probably stay the leader. I don't want to give up 4 or 5 dice right now, though. So it's kind of like, just put 1 dice here, and I'll come back to that, kind of deal. Yeah. Did you all play it again with your mother after I left?
Yes.
Did she enjoy it, or
a 3-player game? Yeah, she liked it quite a bit.
And do you use the dummy dice with 3-player, or did you also?
Yes, every player count except 5.
Okay, I got you. So you still use it.
But when we played it 5-player, we still got other dice out. It made the game go a little bit longer, but it was probably worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of this game. To the point where I asked Eric to search Targets for another copy of it because he got it so cheap. Target had it, what, $6?
Yeah, on clearance.
Yeah, I was totally all about that. And as a matter of fact, if you've a fan of the Dice Tower and you've been watching it and you check out Toko Punch Lunch, Sam Healy's variety show, I'm on there. I actually featured this, which came out Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
Yep, I featured it specifically to kind of also make awareness of how good the clearance section of Target actually is. Because I've gotten plenty of games from there.
Right.
Like a lot of games. So, and it's like designer stuff that, we would be interested in. So.
And it seems like they sometimes clearance out games that haven't even been there for a long time. So it's not games that they've just had on the shelf for years and years that never moved. It's pretty new games.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I've never even seen them carry this, and it's on clearance.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't make any sense. I don't know why that is, but whatever. We win!
Yay!
So check your Targets for clearance items while we're talking about that. As far as this game goes, though, the one thing I like the most is that the person who wins doesn't just get all the cards at a spot. I like that if there's multiple cards, you're fighting over the highest to lowest.
Right.
And the fact that the ties cancel each other out is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think that pretty much makes that game for me. Without that, it's all right.
Yeah.
Adding that in, it like I said, it adds quite a bit.
Yeah. And it's got enough luck with a little bit of strategy. It's not just all based on your dice rolls.
Right.
It does sometimes come down to that.
I mean, yes, you get lucky, but
when you're down to just a few dice, it's more about the luck. When you have your full set of dice, it's a little bit more strategic then.
Yeah. So, really good game. I hate the box. And I'm very saddened that the expansion probably will not be printed in this form. Although you probably could get away with buying it and adding it in and just sleeving the cards and stuff. But at the same time, I think the expansion's pretty bad at, really just out of print. It's like 2014, but I can't find it online anywhere.
Oh, wow.
So I might mock it up.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is the casino that, Matt, I don't know if you saw this. In one part of the expansion adds a 7th casino. And when you roll, you pick a number and you can put all your dice of that number on that casino. Like any number can be there, but only one of each number can appear. So if I put 2 2s, no one else can put any 2s. I keep adding on to it, but you might be like, oh, I put 3 4s there.
Right.
So now on, you're adding 4s to it, but no one else can add 4s. It's a cool little thing. And it's got
neat.
some other stuff to it that's pretty cool too. But anyway, anything else?
No, that's it.
We got some short games, but the next one's going to be a little longer. But anyway, that's Vegas or Las Vegas.